Greetings fellow film fans, thanks for tuning in. My name is Mercy and this is the Funny Pajamas YouTube channel. Now with theatres across Chennai at the present moment being closed due to the current situation here, I didn't really get to go out to the theatres to see anything much. However, I did get to catch the latest Zack Snyder film, of the Dead, on streaming on Netflix today. So here's my quick review. This is definitely spoiler free, so I hope you have a good time. And while you're at it, why don't you smash that like and subscribe button, become a subscriber to my channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post something new. Let's get down to it then, shall we? So Zack Snyder returns to the zombie genre after quite some time. His first debut film was Dawn of the Dead. Now, I will straight out admit that I'm a wuss when it comes to horror films. I get nightmares if I watch scary films. So, I generally tend to stay away from movies that lean too much into the horror. But I was starved for good movies and I decided to watch this nonetheless. It is a Zack Snyder film and the premise on its own seemed damn interesting. So I decided to give this one a shot. And let me tell you, I'm glad I did. This movie is gory and all out insane, but it has got amazing action. And anyone who knows me knows I'm a sucker for a good action heist film. Now, the premise of this movie is basically a group of mercenaries are recruited to form a ragtag team to carry out a heist in zombie-infested Las Vegas. And so they set out to accomplish this. Now, the thought of doing a heist doing a heist during a zombie apocalypse itself is so tantalizing. Now, what I liked about this film, Zack Snyder brings out, he does well in this, going back to the genre with which he entered the industry. Now, I will say I have not seen Dawn of the Dead. Please don't throw stuff at me for that. Forgive me. I will make it a point to go check it out. But I like that this film didn't focus too heavily on the visual effects. The fact that they have, struck that perfect balance between visual effects and practical effects. I thought that did it very well for me in this film. Like I said, the premise itself caught me. This film is by no means Shakespeare. And it knows that and it embraces it. Now, very similar to my Godzilla vs. Kong movie review, very much like what I said in that's not exactly Shakespeare. It's not like The English Patient or something like that. This movie knows it's crazy, fun, silly, and it embraces it wholeheartedly. You can see Zack Snyder's sensibilities a whole lot, and I thought the cast really stood out. Speaking of which, I thought Dave Bautista, who forms the basic heart, the core of this movie, did an amazing job. Now, I will admit that Dave Bautista to me has not been the world's greatest thespian. I like him as Drax the Destroyer. But I did feel the movie Stuber with him and Kumail Nanjiani. I did feel he was a bit of the weakness in that film. I felt Kumail Nanjiani had to do more of the heavy lifting. But I really thought he's improved in this movie. The range he emotes in this film is pretty good, and I was very pleasantly surprised. I am interested in seeing where his career goes after this. I know he is going to be appearing in the new Dune movie. That movie also I'm very interested in, and I hope theaters open up so that I get to go see it in theater. And I know he's also been cast in the new Knives Out sequel. The Knives Out original movie was I really enjoyed that film. I'm interested to see what trajectory his acting career takes, and I do hope the best for him. Now, this movie caps around, 2.5 hours, and my only nitpick with this movie, it's a bit too long. There was a good half an hour to 20 minutes that could have been cut out of this movie. That is my one nitpick about this movie. This movie, for the budget it was made, they've done a very good job. The set pieces are very nice, and I was really hoping that I could watch this in the theater. It would have been a good experience in a theater, and I'm very happy for those of you who did get, my friends in the States and other countries who did get to see it in the theaters. no matter, it is available in streaming, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, as we come down to the movie, like I said, I thought they struck the perfect balance between visual effects and practical effects. I thought the makeup, hair makeup, and the stuff they had done, the prosthetics and stuff they had done with the zombies was pretty good, particularly. And I also liked that they expanded on a mythos for the zombies, a mythology for the zombies. And I like that the zombies themselves had hierarchies. There was the lower rung of zombies that do, that are like mindless sort of stuff, and then there's the ones which are slightly faster, more they can think, they can strategize, and then you have the higher alphas and stuff. So I like that they had a good a hierarchy as such. And I like the first 15 minutes of this movie are amazing. They give you the whole gist of what has happened, and I do believe this is I do believe they have decided to produce a few prequel films, and I hope they they explore the characters or how this happened further ahead. And I do believe there's going to be a series also following it. Don't hold me to that. Just that's what I believe. I enjoyed this movie overall. The jokes don't always land. But for what the movie is, it was fun and enjoyable. And on the whole, I did have a good time. Now, though the movie is, the first 15 minutes definitely amazing, then it slows down a bit. The second half of the movie really picks up, and that's where it turns into a crazy action adventure, right? And I enjoyed it. On the whole, this movie was fun. It was entertaining. Not my particular cup of tea that I normally have, but I'm glad I took a chance and watched this movie because I did like what I got. It has its flaws, mainly the runtime, and I like like most Zack Snyder films. He's got like an odd taste in music, and he's put on, like, during the action sequences there are slow motion shots, and the music, that the songs he's chosen were pretty unique, and I thought they suited his sensibility well. Now, with Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut having come out, and Army of the Dead, I'd say he's at a 2 for 2 in this year, and he seems to be doing well, and I'm glad for him now that the whole drama with the DC is done and over with. I'm glad that this was a win, and I do chalk this up as a win. On the whole, I'd give this a high rating. I give this a rating 9.5 out of 10. This movie is currently streaming in India, so go check it, particularly here in India, so go check it out wherever you are. It's streaming on Netflix. I definitely recommend. And listen, while you're here, why don't you just hit me up on Twitter, simply at Mercy_D, or you can contact me on Instagram at Mercy_SD. Don't forget to hit the Funny Pajamas Facebook page, simply at funny.pajamas. Don't forget to always check out the website because it's got some really interesting stuff there. So that the website address is www.funny-pajamas.com. Need I say it? Pajamas with a Y. And if you do want to contact me, you can always contact me also by email. So be sure to do that simply on mercy@funny-pajamas.com. And I know I don't have to say it, pajamas with a Y. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Love to see you all soon. I do hope theaters open up and the situation does come under control here where I'm living. So hope to see you again soon with more new content. What have you seen this movie? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? I thought it was a pretty solid movie. Not, like I said, not the general type of fare that I normally go to, but I'm glad I made an exception. What did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I know people tend to fall on two sides of the spectrum with Zack Snyder movies. Where do you fall? Hit me down in the comment section below and let me know. Until next time, that's all I have for you right now. So this is Mercy signing out. Bye. Have a good one.